Good day to all of you. Today, we will be working on the 51st creation in our lesson series. First, click on the plus mark at the top of the screen and open a new tab. Next, type thunkable.com in the address bar and click the enter button. Now you have entered the Thunkable website. Click the login button at the top corner and log in to your Thunkable account. Now again, click on the plus mark at the top corner of the screen, open another tab and visit the dpcode.lk website. Click on lesson number 289. Click the Start Project button here. Now you have entered the project. Today, we are going to create the Moon Phase Viewer app using the Thunkable website. Using this app, you can check the moon phase for any day of the month. First, let's design the app as required. Let's add a background picture to the screen first. Here, I will select the galaxy.jpg image for the background picture. Next, let's adjust the vertical alignment as space around. Next, a row is added to this screen. I will drag a row from layout in Add Components into the screen like this. Next, let's drag a label from User Interface in Add Components into the row like this. Now let's prepare the properties of this label. First, you need to rename the label. Select the label and click the Rename button in the Properties box. Give the label name as Label Title. Give the text on the label as Moon Phase Viewer. Let's give the font size as 30 and the font color as white. Next, I need to reduce the size of this row. For that, let's select the row 1 from the box showing components again. From the properties here, let's give the height as Fit Contents. Okay, next you need to add another row below this row. I will drag a row from under layout in the Add Components into the screen like this. You can see that this row has got added above the row we added first. I will drag down row 2 from this box showing these components. Next, let's add a text input and a label to this row. In this way, I will drag a text input and a label under the user interface in Add Components into row 2. First, select the labels and set the properties. Click the Rename button here and rename it as Label Day Cycle. Let's give the text here as Day Cycle and set the font size to 20. Select the white color as the text color and the blue color as the background color. Give Fit Contents as the height and the width of the label. Next, let's select the text input. Click the Rename button again and name it as Day Input. Give the hint as Type here. Select the keyboard type as numeric. Adjust the height and the width of this text input as Fit Content. Next, we have to change the size of the row. Select this row again and give the height as Fit Contents. I will give the horizontal alignment of this row as space around. Next, you need to add another row below this row. I will drag a row under the layout in Add Components into the screen like this. You can see that this row has got added above the row we added first. From the box showing these components, I will drag row 3 below row 2. Next, let's add a button to this row. This way, I will drag a button under the user interface in the Add Components into row 3. Now select the button and set the properties. Click the Rename button here and rename it as Button View. Let's give the text here as Click to See Moon Phase and set the font size to 80. Select white color as the text color and blue color as the background color. Give the height and width of the button as Fit Contents. Next, change the size of the row. Select this row again and give the height and width as Fit Contents. Okay, now we have to add an image below this row. I will drag Image component under Image in the Add Components into the screen. You can see that the image has got added to the top of the screen. Let's drag the image down like this. Select the image and rename it as Image Moon Phase. Also give the height and width of the image as absolute size and set the value as 200. We will not add a picture to this image right now. Instead, we have added images related to the 30 moon phases from 1.png to 30.png to the files. We will see how to display the moon phases related to the selected date in the image boxes while creating the code. Now we have almost finished designing this app. For this design, you need to add a web API, a timer and an alert. Again, I will drag a web API under Data in Add Components into the screen like this. In the same way, let's add a timer under the sensors. Finally, I will drag an alert from User Interface into the screen. Okay, we have now finished designing this app completely. Next is to create the code. Let's see how to create the code for the Moon Phase Viewer app in the next lesson. I hope you little ones were able to complete this design. WhatsApp your design to me on the phone number note 7681252244. Tell your friends about the design as well. Check out this app to send to me as well as to your friends. And one more thing, join the DP Coding Club Telegram group. Try to be the DP Code Champ Best of the Week every week. Stay connected with us. Also, another thing, join our DP Coding Club and now you can start a DP Coding Club in your school as well. We are ready to give you all the guidance for that. If you are interested in starting a DP Coding Club in any school that has computer labs, please send a request through the principal to the email address info@dpcc.lk. Okay, let's meet with another interesting lesson through DP Coding School. Have a nice day.